Grand evening, everyone. It is Monday, June 16th, 2025, and I have lots of breaking news and developments that have happened since I've been on here. So recently, we've had Israel attack Iran and start the kinetic phase of World War III, especially due to the alliances between Israel, the US, and the rest of NATO. This is now the kinetic phase of World War III. Let me see the other news that I have. I have a few things put together here. We've had these riots all across the United States. Let me share this. This is initially a live stream recording. There are no edits. This is a live stream recording that is posted to my YouTube channel. So we've had riots over ICE and the deportations. Many people have been rioting and protesting the ICE deportations of the illegals, the ones who've come into this country illegally. So National Guard has been deployed to just about every city in the United States, especially parts of Texas, as Governor Greg Abbott said that he deployed Texas National Guard across the state to ensure peace and order. So we have these massive riots and protests, as many may know. It's been on the mainstream media. Then we have almost constant threats from Iran to Israel. Iran even saying tonight the world will witness the end of Israel's arrogance. Iran has been firing hundreds of missiles into the capital, Tel Aviv, which is the capital of Israel. They've been firing hundreds of missiles just about every day into Tel Aviv, resulting in hundreds of casualties by this point of Israeli civilians. They're attacking even apartment buildings, civilian infrastructure. They're not just attacking military infrastructure. Even within the last hour or so, there's been missile launches from Iran towards Israel. It's almost constant, the missile barrages on Israel. Now, last night, there was over 25. It's about 30. It's about 30 aerial refuelers that flew from, I believe, a part of New Jersey to, they went across the Atlantic into parts of Europe, but there was about 30, I believe, B-52s. There were some kind of aerial refuelers, and they headed to Europe and the Middle East late last night, possibly around 3 a.m. It was late last night. These aerial refuelers were heading across the Atlantic into Europe and the Middle East. Now, these aerial refuelers may be used during massive bombing that may be done on Iran. So hopefully these aerial refuelers are used for the B-52s and the B-2 stealth bombers so they could wipe out Iran, their nuclear facilities and military bases, and make them unable to respond or do terrorist attacks on the U.S. or Israel. That's the thing about Iran. They're a terrorist country. Their government is a terrorist organization that supports Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. Those are their proxies, terrorist groups. So Iran is the leader and the largest supporter of those groups. The Iranian military needs to be wiped out. The government needs to be changed so Iran could be free once again. That's if they have the luxury of having a government after these possible strikes by the U.S., though Iran should be free. People are evacuating Tehran, the capital of Iran, due to it being bombed. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people on the highways evacuating Tehran, the capital of Iran. So that's happening. It's quite a disaster. Hundreds of civilians being involved in these missile strikes and these bombings. So hopefully the US president decides to get more involved in this and doesn't leave Israel to keep fending for themselves and doing their own strikes. You can't abandon allies. The US needs to have allies and friends. They can't just leave all of them to deal with Iran and Russia and possibly China. Another thing about Iran is they are allies with Russia and China. North Korea is already saying they're supporting Iran. So, due to all these alliances, that is how it is the kinetic phase of World War III. It's all connected. So, due to Israel being part of the NATO alliance, we have to support them, the US and the rest of NATO. Then there's other written alliances between all of the NATO countries, I'm sure. The US simply cannot just stand by and let Israeli civilians get caught up in these explosions that Iranian missiles are barraging Tel Aviv, and there's just so many Israeli civilians getting caught up in it. So much civilian infrastructures. I've seen entire towns and destroyed over there. They're just living and taking shelter and trying to survive there, and many of them are being targeted. There's missiles just indiscriminately landing in areas targeting civilians as well in Israel. So hopefully, and with heavy emphasis, the president needs to get involved further. We need to wipe out the Iranian military bases and their nuclear facilities, all of that. And then hopefully the people of Iran rise up and change the government there before everything is wiped out. That's what needs to happen. It's war. This is World War III. Let me see if there's anything else I could find here. That is some of the most major breaking news that I have. Uh, Israel has taken out quite a few of the commanders of Iran already. They may have even targeted the supreme leader of Iran, the Ayatollah Khamenei. That's what I've heard quite recently, that they've targeted that supreme leader. They may be trying to take him out next. So we'll see what happens with this war and further developments. There's near nonstop news that comes out about the whole situation. Israel may use nuclear weapons. Israel's a nuclear country. So if Israel keeps getting hit, and if they get hit hard enough, like if the Iron Dome starts to fail, Israel will use nuclear weapons on Iran. It's a very strong possibility. Now that Iran has targeted some nuclear places in Israel as well, it's pushing Israel closer to using nuclear weapons on Iran. That's how things escalate into further the tactical nuclear level or more of World War III. I will be back soon with further updates. I know it's been a couple of weeks. Take care and love, light, and blessings to you all. Thank you all for watching this live stream recording initially. And then once again, I just posted to the YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you all soon.